Hey folks, this is Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and you're watching WGS-TV. Tough guy.
Welcome to another installment of WGS-TV right here on YouTube.com/WrestleGamer and ZFXTV. I'm WWE Billy Bujo, and this is going to be my Friday Night Smackdown review for the week of August 31st, 2012. And we open up with a segment with Sheamus. He's coming out there and kind of getting himself geared up for Alberto Del Rio at Night of Champions. And next thing you know, the segment is interrupted by Damien Sandow, who apparently is... Well, you know what? At first, Sheamus was coming out there to talk about Triple H. I do apologize. My notes were incorrect. Sheamus was out there to talk about Triple H. And then next up, we got Damien Sandow, who interrupts Sheamus, saying that he's not happy with Triple H and everything that happened to him at Raw 1000, courtesy of Triple H and D-Generation X. And next thing you know, Booker T comes out, and this is basically a setup for a later on match for Sheamus and Damien Sandow. Now, to have Damien Sandow come out there against Sheamus, who is currently your World Heavyweight Champion, it kind of tells me that WWE really is trying to put some stock into his gimmick, into the Damien Sandow character. That's where, and they're trying to go somewhere with him, and what better way than to have him go against your World Heavyweight Champion? Now, albeit the main event was slated to be Randy Orton and Dolph Ziggler, so they can't have it as a main event. And I really don't think this is the right time for Damien Sandow to be part of a main event. Now, yeah, sure, Alberto Del Rio was one in a million. You know, his first night on WWE television. You know, he was in the main event against Rey Mysterio on Friday Night Smackdown. Yeah, I do remember that, guys. I do know my history. So, but Damien Sandow just not ready for it yet. But we're going to see. I'm going to talk about his match when it comes up in my notes. So, as far as this segment goes, I'm going to go 4 out of 5 on this one. Our opening match, it was Rey Mysterio taking on Cody Rhodes. Apparently, Cody Rhodes' obsession with wanting to remove the mask of Sin Cara kind of extends to all Mexican wrestlers. So, and that's pretty much what he tried to do in this match. Now, albeit he lost match Rey Mysterio, post-match activities, Cody Rhodes was still attempting to take off the mask of Mysterio. And then now Sin Cara comes in, makes the save, and they beat down Cody Rhodes. And then Sin Cara takes one of his masks, you had an extra one, and put it on Cody Rhodes. Now, somewhere down the line, they're going to have, like I said before, they're going to have a match, whether it be with Sin Cara versus Cody Rhodes or Rey Mysterio versus Cody Rhodes. But you know, I think more along the lines of Sin Cara versus Cody Rhodes, because that's the one that's been more involved in it. They're going to have a match where it's got to be the mask versus something for Cody Rhodes. But somewhere down the line, they have to have a match where the mask is up for grabs. You know, I don't know when or where, but they have to have a match. Because, you know, they're playing it too much, to me. They're playing it too much not to have a match later on down the line where the mask is on the line. But as far as this match goes with Rey Mysterio and Cody Rhodes, great opening match, 4 out of 5. However, we follow it up with Kaitlyn and Natalya. Now, yeah, it was okay for Diva standards. Diva standards. Great to see Natalya. You know, they're trying to use her a lot more now, and I think this is the second show that she's been on. You know, at first she was on Monday Night Raw, and now she's on Friday Night Smackdown. And to put Kaitlyn over on her, it kind of makes sense though, since Kaitlyn is the #1 contender. But WWE Diva matches. I don't know. To be honest with you. I would prefer to watch TNA Knockouts in a match rather than WWE Divas. But you know what? I'm gonna give it a decent score because it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. So I'm gonna split the difference. Gonna go 3 out of 5. Then here comes the matchup I was talking about that was made from the opening segment. Sheamus and Damien Sandow. Great match between these two. Both guys look really great. Now, they kind of put it... For Damien Sandow's character, for what they had him do, they had him run away from Sheamus. They kind of made his character, who's supposed to be an intellectual savior of the masses, and then when he runs into someone who's tougher than him, he runs away. And that's basically what it did. He kind of made him look like an intellectual coward. So maybe Damien Sandow, currently in this stage in the WWE, for his gimmick, maybe that's the role he's supposed to be. Maybe he's supposed to be the intellectual coward. We don't know that. We don't know that for sure. It kind of looked like that, but we don't know. I watched Backstage Fallout that the WWE posted for Friday Night Smackdown, and they did catch up with Damien Sandow, and he said the real reason he ran away is because he was tired of having Sheamus's Irish oil or something of that nature on him, and he wanted to get to the showers really quick so he could wash it off. But officially, Sheamus wins by countout in this match, and Damien Sandow, I guess, is the heel coward. The cowardly heel who's also an intellectual and stuff like that. 3.5 out of 5 on this one. The reason why I bump it down to 3.5 instead of a 4, I kind of felt like Damien Sandow was going to run away. I kind of felt it wasn't going to have a clear-cut finish for Sheamus and Damien Sandow, but it was still okay. Primetime players taking on Justin Gabriel and Tyson Kidd. Again, this is WWE's attempt to try to put some more stock, pardon me, some more stock into their tag team division. And I'm going to give it to them. The WWE is really trying to reinvent and bring back tag team wrestling into the WWE. And this was a good match between the players and Gabriel and Tyson Kidd. Great match. I gotta admit, wonderful match. Darren Young's finisher, that gutbuster, and man, Justin Gabriel really sold that gutbuster, especially when he was supposed to be flung in the air. Man, that was good. I'm gonna go 4 out of 5 on this tag match, and I'm not going to comment too much about what happened with the primetime players on Backstage Fallout, because quite basically it made Titus O'Neil and Darren look like a pair of fools. Not like they do already with the millions of dollars dance, but let's just say this. To me, it's not worth mentioning on here. But what really is worth mentioning is the fact that they replayed Daniel Bryan's anger management therapy session from Monday Night Raw throughout the night. So, and that leads up to Alberto Del Rio, who's coming out to cut a promo about his match coming up with Sheamus at Night of Champions. And next thing you know, he gets interrupted by Kane. Well, you know what? Josh Matthews was trying to interview Alberto Del Rio about it. And then Alberto Del Rio starts threatening Kane. Alberto Del Rio starts threatening Matthews. And then Kane comes out, and Kane, of course, Josh Matthews is going to run for the hill. I mean, if the dude throws you like a soccer ball, I mean, you don't want to stay around. I wouldn't either. And then Kane comes out and apologizes for what he did to Josh Matthews at SummerSlam. So I guess kind of making headway there. And then next thing you know, Booker T comes out and makes a match between Alberto Del Rio and Kane. Now, Del Rio being the number one contender, it was kind of predictable that he was going to go over. But what really made everything good to me, I don't want to sound, I don't want to sound like I like violence on WWE programming. But poor Josh Matthews just got the tar beat out of him again by Kane. And Kane, for literally the entire time just said, I'm sorry. When Kane did the chokeslam on Matthews, it really didn't look good, to be honest with you. It almost looked like Matthews came down on his leg first, and I thought his leg might have snapped in half or something like that, but he just didn't land properly. But the entire time of the beatdown, Kane was saying, I'm sorry. So I don't know, they got to be, WWE's got to be doing something with this. I don't know where they're going to be going with this, but they've got to be going somewhere with it. 3.5 out of 5, because I knew Del Rio was going to go over on the crowd. Kane, the beatdown was okay, except the chokeslam. The landing by Matthews was kind of lousy. Main event time, pardon me. Main event is saw Randy Orton taking on Dolph Ziggler. Wonderful match between these two guys. I mean, it was phenomenal, great main event quality down the line. Randy Orton gets the win with the RKO. You know, he reversed it out of the Famouser and gets the win. So, WWE is trying to go somewhere with him again ever since he came back, so I'd like to know just exactly where he's going. I mean, are they going to use him at Night of Champions? Are they going to put him in the World Heavyweight title match? Or will they have him do something with Dolph Ziggler at Night of Champions? Because it looks like they're trying to start something with that. Who knows? The main event gets a 4 out of 5 from me. Overall score, I'm going to go 4 out of 5. It was a good opening with Sheamus, Damien Sandow, and Booker T. Cody Rhodes and Sin Cara, they got to be doing something with the mask on the line somewhere. They have to have the mask as something that's on the line. Sheamus and Damien Sandow's match kind of went the way I thought it was going to go. Great tag match with Primetime Players and Gabriel and Tyson Kidd. Alberto Del Rio taking on Kane. It was good. It was a good match, but the fact that I knew it was going to be Del Rio going over on Kane, and the fact that Kane, the beatdown on Josh Matthews was kind of lousy, but good finish with the WWE with the main event, Randy Orton and Dolph Ziggler, you know, so it gets a 4 out of 5 from me. So I want to know from you guys, what did you think of Friday Night Smackdown this week? Put your comments in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and favorite this video, and don't forget to subscribe to youtube.com/WrestleGamer and youtube.com/ZFXTV Network. So with that being said, I'm Double B Billy Boudreaux saying thank you very much for watching.